Hi everybody, it's Judy at the Veggie plot. It is August the 7th, 2017. It's a BC holiday today. Anyway, I can't see through my screen just because of the way the light is, but if you've seen this before, you probably know the drill. You can see my corn and sunflowers and squash and everything else is growing. The butternut squash is putting on, is putting on little squashes, so that'll be cool in a bit. The purple beans down here have been really tasty. The corn is tasseling even though it's pretty short. Here is the Jerusalem artichoke. As you can tell, they're getting tall. They had a nice fresh bed of mulch there last fall, very deep, so they're enjoying that. Same with the peppermint here. It's starting to flower, so the bees and butterflies will be out like crazy. You can see the beautiful glads here, nice color. Another sunflower. Actually, this plot is full of sunflowers, you'll find. And the zucchini has been giving lots. It's a little bit different than homegrown zucchini. It's not one that you find in the store, but tastes good. My cucumbers, you can see, are getting taller there. Water supply is good for the crows that are out everywhere. Here is my radishes, and I'll see if I can show you the pods that I eat. I think you can see my hand. Where's my hand? Jeez. I'm sorry, I can barely see what I'm doing here. But anyway, if you can see my hand, here's the pod. I don't know why I can't see my hand. Sorry, I'm just going to back up here. There's my hand. I think I'm always too low in the screen. But anyway, that's the pod. I won't eat it because I'll be crunching in your ear. Anyway, spicy, nice and spicy. Down here with my plantain that's growing, I use that. It's a herb, I'll be drying some. There are a couple of, here's one, a couple of, where's my hand? There we go. Of the okra. People that grow okra probably may laughing their heads off because that's like, what, 4 inches tall, 6 inches. There's a couple in there. If they put on any pods at all, I'll be happy, but yeah, it's sort of hilarious. We had some hot weather there for a while, but it's a case of I did not put them in the ground very early either, so we're just fighting fighting Judy's gardening skills. Anyway, here you can see the honeyberries are starting to go a little brown. They did pretty good actually for how hot it was. So here is this is called banana squash, I think, the lady that gave me the seeds last year. I'm hoping I'm pointing at it. Sorry if I'm not. But you can see it in there. Tasted good. The plants don't put on too many squash though, but that's okay. Fava beans, you can see, have knocked over. We have a rat situation here, and rats are helping themselves. Again, I just hope I get a few for seed next year. The garlic's really good. I have it at home, and I'm going to start dehydrating it. I've cleaned it all up and everything, but I find homemade garlic powder is really, really nice. Here's my tomato patch. I don't know if things are flopping over because of the heat or the wind, or the rats have been crawling up them already trying to get at them, or birds are landing on them, could be. Anyway, the tomatoes are looking pretty good. Not many on each plant, but that's okay. Like, really, I don't have any more room in my freezer, so most of the stuff is going to be fresh or dehydrated or sun-dried, something like that. Yeah, like I said, I haven't much new to say. I'm just more or less doing this for myself so that I can have a diary for next year when I'm at this spot. I'm actually here's the grape bush, getting very gigantic. I keep trimming it back. There are grapes in there. I'll show you down here if the camera will show you. See them in there? Can you see them? There's my hand. Hopefully you can make them out. Anyway, they're more lower on the plant. There's not that many higher up, so not sure exactly why that happened. I really clipped it back this late winter, so that could have something to do with it. Nothing really interesting in here. Well, you know, my whole garden. Look how that rhubarb. Really love the when I pulled back the mulch. Remember that early in the spring? I thought I killed it. I actually really like that. I'm gonna put some manure on them this fall. This end of the beans, the stupid aphids got on them because I had the fava beans here, and I didn't really worry about the aphids on the fava beans because I didn't think they were going to move on to the beans, but they sort of attacked these first couple of plants. Other than that, I know it might be hard to make up my beans in there, but they're in there and they're producing lots of beans actually also. So yellow beans, that's my favorite. In here, go through the sunflower. There's my corn. It's not starting to tassel yet. The other corn was planted a lot earlier. Lots of sunflowers, and there's a ladybug doing its thing. I don't know if you can see it on that stem, crawling along. Lots of baby kale. Lots of little beets. The lettuce is bitter now. If you like bitter lettuce, it's okay, but I'm just letting it go to seed. Sorry about the close-ups of the sunflower leaves here. And I've got turnips in there, which are doing pretty good. Let's take a look at this sunflower. Yeah, sunflower. Pretty, very pretty. YouTube always picks really ugly pictures to show my beginning of my YouTube videos, but I don't know how to change that, so we'll just deal with it. Like, instead of that sunflower, they'll probably pick this bunch of decrepit old fava beans. I trimmed back the comfrey. I don't know if it'll put on another bloom or not through the leaves around to help the soil. The sedum in here is gigantic this year. It'll look really pretty once it starts going. It's a good plant for in the fall when the bees are looking for a last bit of food, you know. What else? That's about it. This big bush right here is my dogwood that I just let do its thing, and then in the spring I prune it right back to the ground and use all those little twigs and stuff for keeping the crows off the plants. So anyway, I think that is about it for the veggie plot. Hope everybody's doing okay, and take care. Really not that interesting of a visit, but you know, everybody's gardens on the YouTube are looking so fantastic. I'm just looking at this sunflower and wondering, why doesn't it have a... Maybe I just can't make it out. There's the one with the flower. The other one, I don't see it. Oh yeah, it's starting to form a bit of a flower up there. Anyway, I thought it was flowerless. That would be interesting. Anyway, guys, thanks for visiting, and I'll talk to you again. Bye.